parents, respected dignitaries, and faculty members. Welcome to Manipal Law School. We will begin this auspicious day by lighting the lamp and by paying a floral tribute to the founder, Dr. T.M.A. Das Ramdas Pai. I request the dignitaries to come onto the dais for the lighting of the lamp and the floral tribute. Ms. Saga, our PhD scholar, will assist. I request our students Chitra Rawat, Shraddha, Shaurya, and Tejas to join us on stage for the lighting of the lamp. I request our dignitaries to take their seats. We have been honored today by the presence of two stalwarts in the field of law, our chief guest, Mr. Lomesh Kiran Nidhumuri, and our guest of honor, Mr. Sachitandra Bhatt. We are thrilled that they could make the time to inspire our students as they start their postgraduate journey. I request Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu and Ms. Akshara Mehla to hand over a token of our appreciation to our chief guest. I request Professor Sarasu Esther Thomas and Ms. Sujata Newton to appreciate our guest of honor with a memento. We are delighted to have with us the Additional Registrar and Director of Administration, MAHE Bengaluru, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, and Director of Manipal Law School, Professor Sarasu Esther Thomas. We will play the MAHE anthem. You can continue to remain seated. Let us take a moment to listen to the e-messages from Dr. H.S. Balal, Pro-Chancellor MAHE, and Dr. Sharath Kumar Rao K, Vice-Chancellor MAHE, wishing the incoming batch the very best as they continue their educational journey.
My dear students, we are delighted to welcome you to the MAHE family. As you embark on this new journey at the Bengaluru campus, we are excited to have you join our vibrant community of learners. At MAHE, you will find a supportive environment where you can explore your interests, pursue your academic goals, and build lifelong friendships. We are committed to providing you with the highest quality education and opportunities for personal and professional growth. Remember, education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about applying it, challenging the status quo, and making a meaningful impact in the world around you. Embrace every opportunity that comes your way, whether it's in the classroom, during extracurricular activities, or through the internships and community engagements. Once again, welcome to MAHE. Let's make this an incredible journey together.
A very good morning and greetings from Manipal Academy of Higher Education, deemed to be university and institution of eminence. First of all, my heartfelt congratulations to the new students who are admitted in our Bengaluru campus. Bengaluru campus is a very vibrant campus, a modern campus when compared to all other campuses across India and abroad. My sincere thanks to the parents for allowing your children to be under us for their professional development. For both students and parents, there are three things which are going to happen to your ward when he is with us. One, he is maturing as an adult. Number two, he is learning to be independent. And number three, he is going to be a professional in his life. It is important for both of us, parents and administrators, to work together so that your ward will become a successful professional. It's important that our aim in Bengaluru is to provide holistic development for the students. We provide an environment for curricular, extracurricular and co-curricular activities. You can go and visit all our sporting facilities, which will help him to relieve his stress during his academic journey. It's important that the student puts hard work, gets into passion in the profession he has chosen. He has to be very creative to become a successful professional. I hope your children have got all these capacities, and we will provide a very healthy, safe environment for him to develop as a successful professional. Thank you.
The director, Professor Sarasu Esther Thomas, will initiate us into the niche PG programs at Manipal Law School. I request Professor Thomas to take the stage.
Respected guests on the stage, my colleague Dr. Prabhu, and dear friends. From the moment you all stepped into this campus, you have now become members of this great MAHE family. Okay? More particularly, you're part of MLS as well. And this is a tag that you will carry not through your studies here, but through your entire lives. And that goes for both of you as well. As they say, you can leave MAHE, but you can't take MAHE out of you. It becomes part of your being. Now, this is a very important day for us because we reaffirm our faith in the fact that if you want to do a truly good, meaningful, and professionally relevant PG program, you should come to the Manipal Law School. Now, why do I say this? This is because the Manipal Law School follows a very important pedagogy with respect to our LLM program. Unlike our UG program, which is led by full-time teachers and they have a few guest lectures in between, our LLM program, sirs, is very different. It is a practitioner-led program. It is seamlessly integrated with the industry. And the main purpose of this program is one, to create industry-ready graduates, not graduates who will step out with a job at the end of the day, but graduates who can build a career. So not somebody that you would be impressed with for 10 minutes, but somebody whose work ethic and professionalism is something that would carry them in good stead through their professional lives. The second thing that we do here is professional networking. And what do we mean by this? This means that not just will you students be engaging with each other or your faculty, you'll be engaging with alumni from MLS, you'll be engaging with alumni from other institutions, you'll be engaging with people from the industry on a regular basis at different fronts. So whether it be in writing your dissertation or evaluating your dissertation or having guest lectures or doing 3-month-long internships. We have 3-month-long internships. Whether you're attending a workshop in your area, which is a hands-on training done by a law firm. This is the way that there is professional networking. There's another important facet of professional networking which we should not forget, which is your own peers. In the specialized disciplines that you are in, your peer group is your strongest network. If you ask any alumni group, where would you go to if you wanted to, you have a matter and you want to find someone to refer the matter to, the first people you think of are the people you went to law school with, the people that you studied with and whose capabilities you know. I mean, I'm sure you would agree with me on that. So your networking begins actually from today when you meet your peers. The third thing that we do is bridge academia and practice. So that means our teachers also are very hands-on teachers. MAHE has an innovation cell. MLS also has an innovation cell, which many of the master's level teachers are part of. And we're constantly thinking of new ways in which we can make this program better for everyone. To give you a bird's eye view of our postgraduate department, we have, two kinds of education that we offer. One is, of course, our LLM program, where we have 3 different LLM streams on data privacy and information technology, on international investment and commercial arbitration, and construction law and arbitration. We also offer a very small niche PG diploma course in blended mode. And I know there are many PG diploma students here in this hall as well, which is on construction law and arbitration. So if you look at the kind of people who come and teach here, I'll give you a minute to look at this slide. You will find that they are leaders in their field in many ways. They are people from all over the world, and this is just a small sampling. But what they have above all is an interest in reaching out to younger people, to give back to academia, to mentor young people along their way. And we are extremely fortunate in our master's level programs to have mentors who are extremely specialized in their own fields and giants in their own field. We run a number of flagship events, and we understand that some of these might be a general one. Some of them might be cross-listed with your 5-year LLB programs and your 3-year LLB programs, but also open to master's level students. Some of them are designed exclusively for master's courses, and these are some examples of that, where we have flagship events where master students are part of. For instance, we had a 40-hour training organized in association with IIAC, where our students who were part of the arbitration stream participated. We organize annual conferences on construction law, constructing legal foundations as it's called, where we have experts on construction from not just India but from other places, other countries as well, who do come and participate. And on data privacy, we also have workshops. Last time we had one on AI and contracts. And we have an excellent LLM placement lab, which we did in partnership with Axel, which is a Chennai-based firm. But we also are looking at expanding our partners and having multiple layers of placement labs to help students write CVs better, to interview better through mock interviews, and to be able to get the most out of their internship and hopefully get PPOs as well. There are a number of hands-on learning initiatives that you can expect. We had capstone level projects. We had one on health law elective, which was done with Apti Institute. We have an event which is done almost every month at the Bangalore International Center. This is called the Bangalore Legal Forum. This is a Manipal Law School-led initiative. Just in other parts of the world, we get panels from all over the country to come and discuss. We believe a lot in field visits, and most of the LLM cohorts do go out to the field and meet industry experts and learn how things are done. So these are some of the other programs that we did have. We have guest lecture series and quite a few guest lectures. Bangalore's that way a very good place to be in because it's filled with professionals from almost every area of law, maybe except for maybe maritime law. And it is very easy to get professionals to come and visit us despite the Bangalore traffic. And we do hope that our guests on stage will meet you separately, and this will not be the only time that you get to hear them. We have a couple of other programs that I wanted to specifically speak on is to look at how we look at data privacy law, how we look at AI, and the kind of programs that we have. One question that lawyers, young law students are always worried about is, will AI take away my job? No, it will not take away your job. If you're good, there is a place for you. And our purpose here at Manipal Law School is to make sure that you get those opportunities. That AI should be a tool, but it cannot replace our students. We've had policy summits. We've had specialized lectures on niche areas of law. And sometimes we are very surprised by the interest shown in us by our students. One assumes that sports law will not be very exciting, or not everyone will be interested in it. But we saw a large turnout for the lecture, and this is something that has always surprised me, that the levels of variety that we have, the quirkiness of the Manipal Law School students, their interest in thinking outside the box, pushing the envelope and trying something new is something that is absolutely amazing. You'll find that among your friends, and I hope you will find that within yourself as well. We have a good track record in our placements and internships, though we are, in that sense, a new institution. We've had great response from the industry, and we look forward to strengthening our ties with the industry, and that is something that I hope will benefit you as well. So we look forward to a wonderful year with you. I know 1 year is too short, but we can promise you a very exciting time. We just demand hard work from you and commitment and a sense of curiosity, which should be there as part of your law school life. Okay? I always joke that some learn the law and some master it. So I do hope you as PG level students will master the law. Okay, welcome to MAHE, welcome to MLS, you belong here.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar and Director of Administration MAHE Bengaluru, will take us through MAHE's illustrious journey. I request you, sir, to take the steering.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, dignitaries on and off the dais, esteemed faculty members, staff, parents, my dear students, it is my pride, privilege to be here on the occasion of the orientation program for the first year PG students, both the LLM and PG diploma students of the Manipal Law School. And congratulations to all the students for securing admissions to the programs of your choice. We hope you'll have a wonderful 1 year ahead in this MAHE Bengaluru campus as well as in Manipal Law School. And at MAHE, we believe that the legal education extends far beyond textbooks and classrooms. The legal profession today is evolving rapidly with developments in artificial intelligence, digital convergence, cyber law, environmental law, construction law, and international trade and public policy. As postgraduate students, you have the opportunity to develop specialized expertise, contribute to meaningful legal research, and become thought leaders capable of addressing the complex challenges of the future. One of the greatest strengths of studying at MAHE Bengaluru is our multidisciplinary environment. You will interact with students and faculty from engineering, design, management, liberal arts, commerce, and health sciences, providing you with the broader perspectives that are increasingly valuable in today's interconnected world. I encourage you to actively participate in research projects, seminars, conferences, publications, legal aid initiatives, and student activities that will enrich your academic and professional journey. For the next few minutes, I want to take you through MAHE as well as the ecosystem of MAHE Bengaluru Campus. The visionary founder of MAHE and Manipal, Padma Shri awardee Dr. T.M.A. Pai, he established one of the first self-financing the private institution, the professional higher educational institution, way back in 1953 in the form of Kasturba Medical College, Manipal. And from then, we have added multiple institutions, and in 2022, we started Manipal Law School. His distinguished son, Dr. Aarambh Senpai, the current Chancellor of MAHE, he took Manipal out of to the other cities of Manipal and abroad. So today we have campuses in Manipal, Mangalore, Bangalore, Jamshedpur, and offshore campuses in Dubai and Malaysia. And to recognize his contributions to higher education, the Government of India has recognized with the Padma Bhushan Award, and the Government of Malaysia also awarded with the award of Datuk, the prestigious Datuk Award in the year 2011. MAHE aims for global leadership in education and human development. Integrity, transparency, teamwork, quality, and compassion define our culture, and these values should guide your professional journey as legal profession. MAHE's journey began with the establishment of Kasturba Medical College way back in 1953 and has expanded steadily across several disciplines and locations. And today we have 31 professional higher educational institutions and about 7 university teaching departments with over 150 specialized research centers. Manipal Law School, established in the year 2022, represents an important milestone in the university's multidisciplinary environment. You are now a part of this continuing journey of academic expansion, innovation, and institutional excellence. As I already mentioned, MAHE has campuses across India and internationally. This global network offers opportunities for collaboration and learning. You are now a part of the worldwide academic community. MAHE offers world-class academic programs across multiple disciplines. Its global alumni network and international collaborations create numerous opportunities for everyone. Make full use of these resources during your LLM as well as your PG diploma program over the next 1 year. MAHE consistently performs well in national and global rankings. These recognitions reflect excellence in teaching, research, and innovation. Your achievements will further strengthen this reputation. The most recent one is the THE Impact Ranking. In this, MAHE stood number 1 for gender equality for the year 2026, as well as number 5 in good health and well-being, and number 25 for quality education. Apart from this, in 2025, MAHE has ranked number 3 in the university category in NRF ranking 2025. MAHE has earned several prestigious national and international accreditations. Almost every programs under MAHE is accredited by their respective accrediting bodies, and these certifications reflect high academic and institutional standards, and they enhance the value and recognition of your degree globally. MAHE promotes an inclusive, safe, and respectful campus environment. Diversity is one of our greatest strengths, and every student is encouraged to feel welcomed, valued, and supported. The MAHE Bengaluru Campus is a rapidly growing multidisciplinary campus. It offers modern infrastructure, innovative programs, and excellent student facilities. You will benefit from learning alongside students from diverse disciplines. Out of the 31 professional higher educational institutions in MAHE Bengaluru campus, we have 7 professional higher educational institutions with over 11,500 students on roll in this campus. Our academic blocks feature modern classrooms and collaborative learning spaces. Technology-enabled infrastructure enhances the learning experience. Use this facility responsibly to support your academic success. So currently we have 6 academic blocks which can accommodate around 11,500 students currently, but with the expansion of some more programs over the next 2 years, it can accommodate around 15,000 students in this campus. This may not be applicable to you, but still I want to highlight the infrastructure that we have. The hostels, currently we have 5 hostel blocks which can accommodate around 6,600 students inside the campus, and one more hostel block, it is under construction, which can accommodate around 3,300 beds. So with the completion of all the academic blocks, probably in the future, we will accommodate all our UG, PG, PhD students inside the campus. So research is the key strength of MAHE Bengaluru. LLM students and the PG diploma students are encouraged to publish, present papers, and undertake interdisciplinary research, develop analytical thinking, and contribute to legal scholarship. The campus provides excellent administrative, dining, and student support facilities. These services are designed to enhance your overall campus experience. Familiarize yourself with these resources early in your programs. We have excellent library facilities recently which we inaugurated, which is a 1,500 seater, close to 1 lakh square feet area library. It is a central library, and definitely we have all the print journals, the online journals, and you have almost all the books that is available. Make the most of the most of the best that is available to you. And some of the central facilities, these venues host us conferences, lectures, debates, and cultural events. They provide excellent opportunities for learning and networking, participate actively to build confidence and leadership skills. We have plenty of these auditoriums. This is one of the auditorium. We have similar to this three more 300-seater auditorium. Along with that, we have one more 1,100-seater auditorium. With that, and in addition to that, 2 more outdoor stages for all the cultural events. The physical fitness is important for academic success and well-being. Marina, which is our 1,75,000 square feet indoor sports complex, has excellent indoor sports and fitness facilities. Maintain a healthy balance between the academics and recreation. So even if you are not staying within the campus, you can make use of these facilities. This is open till 9 o'clock in the night. So outdoor sports encourage teamwork, discipline, and resilience. Participate regularly to maintain physical and mental wellness. The sports help develop leadership and interpersonal skills. We have all these outdoor sports facilities, be it a cricket ground, football, basketball courts, volleyball courts, the cricket practice pitches, etc. And sustainability is an important commitment at MAHE Bengaluru. The campus incorporates solar power, water conservation, and green infrastructure. Every student should contribute towards protecting the environment. One of the recent addition is we are coming up with 180 megawatt solar plant in Chitradurga that will be commissioned in the next 1 or 2 months. That will cater to all our electricity demand of all our campuses across India, both Manipal, Bangalore, and Jamshedpur. So that will be commissioned in the next 1 to 2 months. So under the leadership of Dr. Ranjana Pai, the chairman of MEMG and president of MAHE Trust, MAHE continues to grow globally. The university is investing in research, innovation, and academic excellence. You are joining the MAHE during an exciting period of expansion. Finally, dear students, your degree from MAHE may open many doors, but your integrity, competence, compassion, communication skills, and commitment to justice will determine your long-term success. Use every opportunity to learn, participate, serve, collaborate, and grow into responsible legal professionals and citizens. Once again, I welcome you all to MAHE Bengaluru and to the Manipal Law School. So thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Let me introduce Mr. Sachindra Bhatt. He brings over 30 years of leadership experience across large-scale infrastructure and construction projects. Currently serving as Senior Vice President at BSR Infratech India Limited, he has led complex dam, tunnel, and power projects with high technical, financial, and regulatory complexity. His depth in profit and loss oversight, contract negotiations, and dispute resolution reflects disciplined decision-making in high-stakes environments. He brings a practical governance lens shaped by decades of managing high-value assets, contracts, and complex stakeholder environments. I request our guest of honor, Dr. Sachindra Bhatt, to share his long-gained insights with the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, respected Professor and Director MLS Dr. Sarsu Thomas, respected Deputy Registrar Raghavendra Prabhuji, today's chief guest Mr. Lomesh Kiranji, my friends over here, advocates, engineers. I am very happy to be here today. It's in fact a great honor to be here in MAHE, a world-class infrastructure facility over here. As a young kid, I used to visit Manipal near Udupi those days, and I used to see, whenever I visit Udupi, I used to make it a point that I should visit Manipal because I used to see that infrastructure, and I used to feel like I am traveling somewhere in Los Angeles or in US. So that was the feeling which I used to get when I used to visit Manipal. And then somehow I think destiny brought me very close to Manipal, and I had that opportunity to study under the leadership of Professor Venkatraghavan and then Dr. Apurvi, and I joined the first batch of PG Diploma in Construction Land Arbitration at MAHE here in the same campus. So a few years back I was sitting at the place where you people are sitting, and I did this course. And after completing the course, I came to know what a value addition I had in my career. Basically, I am from an industrial background. I am not an academia. I am from industry background, and I am having field experience and of course techno-legal experience. I used to handle various contracts, contract related problems, techno-legal problems, and then even before joining this course, I used to handle those things at my office. And the type of decisions I used to take those days, and then after completion of the course, when I am taking the decisions today, I see a sea of change in me. The reason is this course has brought in a lot of confidence in me. So there are various courses like Madam informed that there are 3 different programs under data privacy and IT law, international investment and arbitration, and construction law and arbitration. So if you look at any program for that matter, we have a domain experience, but we lack some experience when we are going to handle the dispute. Engineers lack the experience of law side, and then legal persons, they have a shortage of experience with reference to knowledge, technical knowledge. So this course tries to bridge that gap and then brings in a confidence in us, which makes us a perfect leader, and we can go ahead and take the decision with confidence and then solve any type of challenges. I have seen in my career various projects have been executed perfectly without any problem, without any dispute, without any claims, and then we have received awards. Recently I was in Delhi for receiving an award for one of our project. We successfully completed that project without any problem, without any disputes. But at the same time, we have various projects which start very on a very positive note, but for some reasons suddenly it collapses, and then we land into so many problems. We never expect these things when we are signing the contract agreement, but later on we see that this project is going through various problems, and then it is slowly getting delayed, and then it takes a back seat. The reason could be like a poor contract drafting, or not understanding the contract properly, taking late decisions, and also not giving proper importance to risk allocation or safety aspects. So there are various such reasons. So when we do say a course like this in a great institute like MAHE, I think there is no other institute which can give you this much of facility and then knowledge both at one place. So when we do such courses, I think we develop 360 degree, and then we get ready for the next generation or to face any challenges which comes in our way. So I think I must congratulate all of you, those who have come forward and then you have joined for this course here. Your next 1.5 years stay here, and then the professors over here, the way they are going to teach you, the way they are going to guide and support you in every aspect, you will be ready for the future problems or future challenges. So, from the industrial, since I am from the industrial background, I just wanted to briefly go through a few topics about the industry's insights and then what technical challenges we face in industry, and as an advocate or as an engineer, how we should be prepared for that. Why it is necessary for an engineer to learn law, or why it is essential for an advocate to learn the technical side. That is very, very important. So, I will just briefly go through, I will not take much of your time. When we talk about industry, see, industry is for nation building. So, we at industry always we want to construct something, so huge investment comes in, and then those investments give a lot of opportunity for the growth. If you really see the position of India, where we stand, geographically if you see, India is at almost at the center of Asia. On our east, we have east of Asia, and on our west, we have west of Asia. When you see both direction, east comes with lot of opportunities. You can see many countries progressing technologically, progressing economically. It may be even in the in artificial intelligence, if you take for that matter, or any modern technology. If you see, east is progressing very fast. At the same time, we have a different scenario on our west. We have countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, so on and so forth. So, we can see a difference here. So, as a country between these two sectors, we can decide which way we have to move. Definitely, one would like to move towards the east when we talk about economic growth. So, likewise, we are also having an advantage of nearing our 100th years of independence in 2047. So, Government of India has taken a step of Viksit Bharat 2047. So, this initiative of government over next 2 decades is going to bring in huge amount of infrastructure investment into the country to the tune of lakhs of crores of rupees. Multi-million-dollar investment is going to happen. So, maybe in next 10 years we are going to see an investment up to the tune of about more than 10 lakh crores of Indian rupees. So, when we invest such a huge amount of money into infrastructure, the amount of opportunity, the amount of construction we are going to see, and when we are going to be ready for our next 100 years, the 100th year of independence celebration, we are going to see the economical growth, we are going to have quantum valley developments, large scale FDI is going to come in, and then we are having plans to construct space city, drone city, so many areas, not one or two. We have a goal there. And then it is not only a goal of the government. Every individual, every young person, including advocates and engineers, everybody's contribution is going to be there. So, when we are going to have this huge amount of growth, which is going to happen in the field of economy, innovation and technology, infrastructure field, various other sectors apart from infrastructure like renewable energy, solar, wind, including artificial intelligence, semiconductor field, and also in education and higher education. If you see, there is also a mention in Viksit Bharat 2047, there is a importance given for development of Center for International Arbitration and Commercial Dispute Resolution. So, they have not left out this. This is very, very important for us. So, we belong to this category. So, all these are going to bring us lot of opportunities, and every opportunity will come with challenge. And then we are going to have various types of disputes we cannot avoid. For a legal person, the most important thing is that he must try to avoid the dispute at very first instant. It is not that you have to go with a solution for disputes and then resolve the dispute. That is not the ultimate idea. The idea is that solve a problem in the beginning. So, it is something like a stitch in time saves 9. So, when we solve a problem at the early stage, so we are going to avoid the disputes, and then we are going to contribute to the nation also in a way for the progress. So, having said this, I just want to say that okay, when we are having all this development, economic growth, and then lot of opportunities, disputes are also going to come in. So what is the role of an advocate or an engineer with reference to your course? So all the three branches what you are going to study, different sectors, different branches. So if you see, a lawyer is not only just a strategic advisor. He is not only there to just take care of the litigation. A lawyer has to handle nowadays, because the world has grown big. So he has to manage, he has to negotiate billion-dollar contracts. He has to advise governments and manage various key issues which are of corporate risk. And then he has to lead international dispute and arbitration proceedings. And then he has to guide digital transformation and compliance because of the impetus what we have given for artificial intelligence and digital transformation. So these four branches which I was actually talking about. So if you see the different branches for that matter, if you see about digital privacy and IT law by itself, so the raw material here is data. Today everything is about data. Earlier days we had shortage of data. When we have to go and give some evidence, we don't have proper evidence, we don't have documentation, we don't have proper data. So we used to lose cases. But today I am just saying about the legal side. There are so many other sectors. So data, the world is full of data. Sometimes we feel it is more than what is required. So now under this, we are going to have the data, then we are going to have data management. We are going to store the data in cloud. Data comes from various digital tools. And then we are going to collect the data, and then later on we are going to do the analytics, can be descriptive analytics or predictive analytics. And later on it will go to prescriptive analytics. We are going to have machine learning and various training modules, wherein we are going to train the modules, and then using artificial intelligence we are going to come out with solutions for various challenges, various disputes. So we are going to use this data and this entire digital tools for our purpose. But while doing that, we may come across various issues, various challenges. So when we have to deal with such challenges, if an advocate has a knowledge about all these things, it makes his life easy, and it gives his more confidence, and then he comes out with a proper solution to a great problem. So similarly, when you talk about international investment and commercial arbitration, we have to cross the barriers, we have to cross the border, we have to go for international investment. When we talk about international investment, international opportunities, international disputes, and we have to be ready for international dispute resolution. So here in this course, you will be prepared for all those things, and then I think your confidence and then your knowledge will be enriched to that extent that you can also participate. We have various platforms internationally. Though India is also having a platform, we are still not ready to compete with the international platforms. So maybe when we educate ourselves and then upgrade ourselves, a day will come wherein we will be in a position to challenge them, and then we will be in a position to bring our platform also to the same level or maybe greater than them. And when we specifically talk about construction law and arbitration, both LLM and then PG diploma course, so here we have got various stakeholders involved, employees, contractors, design consultants, so on and so forth. There are going to be various project risks, the technical risks at the project, when engineers have to handle these risks during the execution stage. If they don't have a legal knowledge, they may make mistakes. It is happening actually. We have seen this happening, and then they develop documents, they develop evidences which an advocate at a later stage, when he has to handle the dispute, finds it very difficult because it is not in proper order, because of the lack of knowledge. So when a dispute arises, when it goes to an arbitrator or a legal person, if he has to handle that, for him also it is equally important to have a knowledge of technical aspects. So an engineer learning the legal sides and an advocate learning the technical aspects, both are very, very important. So under this course, definitely we are going to upskill ourselves, we are going to get the details. So I can just tell you, in one of the project where we were executing, we were constructing a road of about 22 kilometers, and during the original contract duration, they could give us only about 30% of the road. The remaining length was not handed over. And then even after about 5 years also, they did not hand over. And even in the handed over length, they could not give us complete stretch. They gave us, there is a cross section according to which you have to construct the road. Even the full cross section road was not available with the client. So when we went to client, we said that we cannot execute work like this, we are going to close this contract. They requested us that it is a very, very important road, so we have to somehow do something, otherwise it will be difficult. Whatever area is available, you please construct. Longitudinally, we don't have full length. Width-wise, if you see, there also we have shortage of width. So now, whatever length is available, if we construct, you will not be able to construct a quality product. Then you cannot take the responsibility for the defect liability period. So various contractual issues came up. Now, it is also important here to notice that even for both client and contractor, it is very difficult to even document these problems on paper and then produce these as evidences in a future day. So for handling such type of disputes, having a legal knowledge for an engineer and having a technical knowledge for an advocate is very, very important. Otherwise, such cases cannot be handled properly. So when we talk about construction law, these are the areas where we may get benefited, and then definitely that's the reason we should try to pursue. So for an individual who can be a medical practitioner or an engineer or a law graduate or whomsoever it is, continuous learning and this career in motion is essential. So there is no age for learning. So from engineering, if you start, for example, you will have to go through contract management, you have to understand construction law, then later on dispute resolution mechanisms, and then you also have to see the part of governance and then AI and other ESG aspects. Because now ESG is also coming up very stringently. There are BRSR guidelines which is mandatory for top 1,000 companies as per the SEBI guidelines. So learning in various sectors, learning in various fields is very, very essential for an young engineer or a young advocate. So professional education is just, it is not an event, it is a lifelong process. So we have to keep on learning, and then the day we think that I know everything, then our learning stops at that day. So I think it is essential for us to always understand that we have to keep learning, and there is lot more for me to learn again. So when you go through that curve, there will be a rise in technological professionals' confidence, capability. So he will be ready for facing the challenges. If you see a construction lawyer who reads an engineering drawing, definitely he has an edge over others. A data privacy lawyer, if he understands AI, then he is more competitive and he is more valuable. And like an arbitrator who understands delay analysis like a technical aspect, if he understands, you need not have to depend on technical expert always, or you need not have to depend on others' feedback. So you yourself can take decisions, or you can analyze their decisions in a very prudent manner. So that is where you are going to command greater respect. So from all these angles, if you see, technology is not replacing the professionals. Madam, the director madam was telling that AI will not take your jobs. I fully agree with you, madam. So we have to upgrade. If we don't upgrade, then definitely it will take our jobs. If we upgrade, even that new technology also want human manpower. So who is there to handle that? So if we upgrade, then we are going to be there. Today we are here, tomorrow we will be there. There is only a shift, but with higher knowledge and then upgradation. That's how we have to look at it. So it is that technology is not going to replace professionals, but it is replacing professionals who refuse to adopt it. So that is the reason the universities like MAHE, the great institutes are coming up with more such programs, and then they are giving us this opportunity, great opportunity to learn. We should thank the university for taking up such programs and bringing experts into the field to train the youngsters, and then it is a sort of contribution to the nation by itself. So while doing all these things, ethics is very, very important. So we will be learning about ethics also in this case. So we have to practice ethics all through our life, and then we have to practice it in a fashion that it benefits everybody. So the end user should get benefited out of it, and then there should not be anything without ethics. So a final message, I am not going to give you any advice or anything. It is only sharing of my experience. We have to study to solve problems. So develop the domain knowledge, read the contracts, understand finance, and think analytically so that you will get more benefited, and prevent the disputes. Winning the dispute is not the only goal, because every dispute avoided is more valuable than every dispute won. So we should prevent the disputes, and we should not always try to just win. That should not be the ultimate aim of doing a course like this. And then by doing so, by upgrading ourselves, we should try to contribute to the India's transformation also. So may your learning at Manipal Law School empower you to build successful career and contribute meaningfully to society, justice, and the development of our nation. Jai Hind, and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging our students to be lifelong learners and grounding it in real-life instances. I'm privileged to introduce Mr. Lomesh Kiran Nidhumuri, partner and head of disputes practice for South India at Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. With over 2 decades of experience, his practice spans complex civil and commercial litigation, domestic and international arbitration, and cross-border disputes. He has represented leading corporations and financial institutions in several high-profile matters, including the Byju's shareholder disputes and significant proceedings before the National Company Law Tribunal and the Singapore International Arbitration Centre. The contributions to the legal profession extend beyond litigation. He is a registered foreign lawyer before the Singapore International Commercial Court, a specialist mediator with the Singapore International Mediation Centre, and has been ranked Band 1 for dispute resolution by chambers and partners. Equally inspiring is his commitment to legal education. As a visiting faculty member, mentor, and frequent speaker, he has actively guided the next generation of legal professionals. I request our chief guest, Mr. Lomesh Kiran Nidhumuri, to share his wisdom and interact with the students.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me clearly? Yeah. So let me start with a disclaimer. The disclaimer is this. I do not have slides as fantastic as what Mr. Bhatt has prepared. I was really impressed with your slides, and the fact that at this age you have gone back to studying and then coming back here is really phenomenal. So I don't share that. I don't share the grace and the poise with which Professor Saraswat Thomas has actually given the speech to all of you, nor do I have the booming voice of Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, very, very passionate the way he spoke. So I'll start with all the disclaimers and I'll hold everything against me. I don't have a written speech prepared, and I was just asking Professor Thomas, what should I speak? I mean, when I walked in here, I saw, if you don't mind me saying this, slightly older faces also who I could resonate to. I said, not bad. I mean, impressive that you have, the age has suddenly gone up. Then they told me, no, they're all parents. So I will try to address the parents also here. I think you have an integral role insofar as the education of the students are concerned. How many students here? How many LLM students? Oh, fantastic. And how many PG diploma students? Okay, got it. And the rest parents, of course. And I see a very young member in the audience as well. I'm not sure if he or she is following what I say, but hopefully I won't put your kids to sleep, or perhaps putting the kid to sleep is a good thing for you. At least you'll get some respite for some time from, you're desperately trying to show videos for a long time, but I can resonate with that. That's totally fine. Now, there are a few aspects that I thought I will connect with all of you about. And one is my own journey. I'll be a little more candid and honest about how my journey has been. But I also want to talk about the beauty of this profession, which I don't think we realize. And I'm a litigator. I go to court every single day, and I like to believe that I'm like a surgeon in medicine, right? So you're actually doing the operation. With all due respect to corporate lawyers, though they feel that half the time we're wasting time in court, and we believe we are the ones who are actually doing the law. I mean, jokes apart, all of us have an integral part. But I think there is a beauty in this profession. And this profession is something that all of you should be extremely proud about. And I'll tell you the moments where I feel very proud about. When I'm wearing my coat and jacket and I'm sitting in an Uber car or I'm sitting in an auto, the auto driver will see that, oh, he's worn a coat and a band, lawyer, let me turn back and ask him a question. So usually midway through the journey, you can make out this guy is constantly looking into the rearview mirror, trying to see if he can ask a question. Then finally he turns back. Sir, nan maneyalli tumba problem agide, sir. Nam wife or children or neighboring dispute or a partition dispute or something that has to come from the grandparents which has not come to him. At that particular point of time, it teaches you the essence of you being a lawyer. I am able to give him in that 5, 10, 15 in Bangalore traffic, as Professor Sarsu rightly said, 30 minutes or 40 minutes, much longer. He has the ability to ask me questions, and I have the ability with whatever LLB I have barely passed, and LLM that I have barely passed, and litigation that I'm barely struggling, to give him some useful insights about his problem. And that is where I touch somebody's life. And you can't put a premium to this. Or 21 years ago, I still remember, I fought this case for a Muslim gentleman who had a partition case in court. And we got a good result for him. Even today, on Eid, he sends me the best mutton biryani. You can't put a price to all of this, right? I don't ask for it. Of course, fees, all of that. Your ability to touch people's lives through the power of your knowledge and to do it in the most ethical way is what makes this profession extremely unique. Excuse me. Let me also give you another analogy of why this profession is so beautiful. And again, I take it to litigation. How many sports fans here? Great. Excellent. Some parents also have put their hands up. Great. Excellent. I'm a sports fan, hardcore sports fan myself. Unfortunately, I was not blessed with enough talent to play sport at some level, but I do recreation sports quite well, and I was very impressed with the sports facilities that you have. In fact, Jindal Law School also, when they call me, when they say that we have excellent facilities, sir, please come, we'll take you to the sports center. And by the way, incidentally, you can also teach students. So they know exactly how to call me. So I was also very impressed with your sports facilities. Let me give you a sports analogy. Now, this profession is like a sport. Now, if I compare it to medicine, in medicine, what do you have? If a surgeon is conducting the surgery, what are the challenges that the surgeon faces? He has the patient in front of him. You have your tools, you have your people with you. You have to solve the patient's problem. Let's try, there is a blocked heart. You have to ensure that operation is done and the heart opens up, right? Your challenge is what? Just yourself. You just hope that the previous night you've not had too much to drink, so your hand doesn't shake too much. And you make sure that the operation goes absolutely normal. That is your challenge. Put that into a litigator's life. What is litigation? We are also doing the same surgery, but you're faced with multiple challenges. And that's the beauty of it. One, your knowledge of actually doing the surgery, that is you applying your law to the facts of that case, how much effort you put in the background, how much knowledge you've gained in the background. 3, not just you doing the surgery, but you have an opponent who's looking at you and saying, surgery chanagilla, that is not correct. What you're saying is wrong. You have somebody who's also trying to prove what you're doing is wrong. And that's where the sport comes in. In litigation, you have somebody else telling you what you're doing is wrong. Mr. Bhatt also spoke about litigation. You spoke about litigation quite a bit in your talk. And you would have seen from your litigation experience how lawyers spar over. It's a battle of wits. It's a game of chess. When you have played E4, how many chess players here? Okay, great. Only one. So when you play your pawn to E4, one of the standard moves, or E5, or knight to F3, when you play that move, you're anticipating the other person to play certain moves, right? You have your beginning game, you have your middle game, which gets more beautiful where you are able to analyze how many combinations there are for that particular move. A lawyer's brain is like that. You're constantly thinking about what next, what more you need to do, what more you need to improvise. Coming back to the surgery table, right? So you have the other person saying what you're doing is incorrect. And it doesn't stop there. You have somebody else looking at this whole surgery and saying whether the surgery is being done right or wrong. That is the Judge Almighty, who's sitting there looking at all of you and then deciding whether left side is right or right side is right. And that is the beauty of it, because with the judge, it is not just about your ability to just state your case. It is also your ability of psychology of the entire litigation. And I noticed in one of the slides, there was psychology of negotiation, which was one of the courses that was taught here. And that's the beauty of it. On that particular day, your ability to read what is going on in the judge's mind and understand what is playing in the judge's mind and changing your speech according to how the judge wants the case to be perceived is what makes it even more beautiful. And it doesn't end there. There is another superarching thing which is also beautiful about this profession, which is that all of this needs to be done within the ethical boundaries. And that's what makes it even more beautiful, because you need to win. But it is not like Australia, you know, the whole cheating incident where the ball tampering episode happened, and there is also a series of that on Netflix that you see. It's a beautiful series that you see. What did the Australian team do? The Australian team ensured that we will tamper the ball and we will win the series. That is winning at all costs. Of course, you can take shortcuts in life, and there are people who take shortcuts in life, including people who are in my profession, and that's a fact. We all know it. But there are also a large portion of professionals who do not take shortcuts. And that principle should be imbibed in all of you today itself. It is not something that you take it outside. This ability to ensure that you will always be ethical, you'll always say the right thing to the judge, and yet find ways to win. I particularly like to read the early life. I'm a first generation lawyer. I looked left, right, I did not have any guidance. And back in the days, you could only Google that much, and perhaps Google came much later in 2000 or so. So when I had to seek knowledge and guidance, they had very few people. But I was very blessed that somewhere there is an Almighty who's looking to say that you may be a first generation, but I will bless you by ensuring you get really good mentors. And I've been very blessed. Mr. K.G. Raghavan, who's like a doyen in the profession today, Mr. Srinivas Raghavan, partner in India, M.P. Baruda in Bombay for a very short time. These are all people who guide you. And I hope, my friends, all of you find your right mentors as well in the profession. Because finding a right mentor, whatever said and done, ours is a very traditional practice, right? It's almost like a guru shishya kind of a thing. And you have fantastic professors here. In addition to that, you need people who will guide you outside in the real world as well. The moment you get the wrong mentorship, then you're completely misguided. A guru will always show you the right path on how things need to be done. And I'm very, very fortunate, because I remember in law school, staring at the sky in Delhi, whatever sky you could see with all the pollution, telling my friend, what is going to happen to us? Where are we going to go? How are we going to earn our money? Who is going to take us? So many questions. But 25 years later, if I'm called as a chief guest to Manipal, and Professor Sarsu, the esteemed Professor Sarsu, is the one who's on stage with me along with the other dignitaries, I think my life has turned out fairly well. But let me tell you, it has turned out fairly well, but not without challenges, not without adversities, not without people telling me that you could not do it, not without people passing snide remarks, not without people saying that, oh, which law school are you from? Oh, this is not a national law school. Oh, this is Delhi University. Oh, it's not up there. I've had people coming and telling me that in recruitment as well. Today, the same people ask me for legal advice when I'm in court. Life comes around a full circle, my friends. All you have to do is trust the process, put your feet on the ground. Like Virat Kohli, when you're looking to perfect your cover drive, you keep playing the cover drive 6 hours a day, 7 hours in a day, you keep playing it. If you want that curl, like bend it like Beckham, you want the Beckham curve, you practice it day in and day out. There is no shortcut to success. Today, people who are extremely successful in the profession are the ones who work really hard. And when they work really hard, they don't complain of mental fatigue because there is a perspective to it, because they love what they do. They have a passion for the law. Mr. Uday Holla, how many people have heard of Mr. Uday Holla? He's a former AG, one of the leading lawyers. If you ask him for an appointment, he'll say, Ayat Lomesh Banni. Sir, Eshgante Barli. Sorry, some of you may not know Kannada. What time should I come? He would say, come at 12 o'clock. So I would say, sure, sir, I'll come at 12 o'clock. I would assume that it is 12 o'clock the next day because I called him 8 o'clock. He meant 12 o'clock that night. So 12 a.m. is when he has his conferences, which goes on till 2 a.m. I don't know when that man sleeps because he wakes up again and reads the file. What gives him that energy? Why has he not complained of fatigue not once? It's because he's doing what he loves. And again, I go back to Steve Jobs. Please see his speech, which is there on YouTube, where he talks about connecting the dots. A lot of times in life, you may just look around and say, what is happening to me? So much of competition. It's a rat race. I want to get internship. I want to get this. Nobody is responding to internship. All of that, right? So there's a lot of pressure on students today. All I would tell you, friends, is go watch that video because it makes a lot of sense. It may not make a lot of sense to you today, and parents also, please watch it because it will make sense to you 10 or 20 years down the line. Today, when I look back, I recall Steve Jobs' words where he says that the dots always connect. At that particular point of time, you will not know why you're going through that particular situation, but 10 or 20 years down the line, you'll realize that whatever happened to you was for the best. And remember that you are meant to be here. This is the best place that you could possibly be in. Make the most out of it, as opposed to looking out and saying my life could have been better. And that I can tell you, hand on heart, my own example and my own journeys, which I can go on and on about the number of times when I look back and said, why is this happening to me? But now when I look back, it is the best thing to have happened, all those adversities. And I can't wait for the amazing journey that lies ahead for me personally, and I'm also excited to see how all of your journeys shape up in the future. I'm sure that with the great institution like Manipal, which gives a lot of importance to also extracurriculars, in addition to just the rigmarole of just mugging, that is not the concept that the institution has. You are in the right place. Make the most of it, and I wish you all the very best. One last thing I would only say is that no matter what you do, remember that you are empowered with a great responsibility of touching people's lives. And do that with utmost sincerity, with utmost dignity, and more importantly, with the utmost values towards ethics, which one must never compromise on. I wish you all the best, my friends. If you have any further questions, I will stay back along with Mr. Bhatt and others. Wish you a wonderful life ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The numerous legal series have romanticized the profession for us. So thank you for bringing it down to brass tacks, for talking about this honorable profession, and for letting us know that you can make it through gumption and hard work. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Apurvi Srivastava, PG Program Chair, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Manipal Law School, it is my privilege to propose vote of thanks. Sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Lomesh, for sharing your professional journey with us. Your reflections, I am pretty sure, has given a lot to our students to actually think as they prepare for their career here. We also would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude and thank you to our guest of honor, Mr. Sachindra Bhatt, for bringing an industry perspective here and reminding us that legal expertise finds its greatest value when it creates practical solutions. I would like to extend a warm gratitude to our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Madhuvira Raghavan in absentia, Director Professor Sir Esther Thomas, our Additional Registrar and Director Administration, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, and the leadership of MAHE for their vision, encouragement, and unwavering support. And a sincere thank you to all our faculty members, MAHE staff, and admin team for their commitment and teamwork that had made this day a memorable beginning. To our parents here, thank you for placing your trust in Manipal Law School. We value the trust and look forward to partnering with you in shaping the lives of your children ahead. And finally, to our students, welcome once again to MAHE. As it says, today it's not just an orientation, it's Aarambh. Aarambh, the beginning of your journey. You have consciously chosen. All of you have come here with a dream to deepen your expertise, to challenge yourself, and to build a meaningful career. So begin with curiosity and courage to ask questions. Build knowledge, character, and friendships, which will stay with you forever. Belong to a community that will celebrate your success and stand beside you in every challenges. The road ahead will not be easy, but it is often said that the demanding journey shapes the finest professionals. So join us, and we hope we'll see you evolving into an accomplished legal professional. Welcome to Manipal Law School. Welcome to your beginning. Thanks so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I request all of you to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे